I think it auto saves after everything. So let me look at Pandora's box real quick. Yeah, I'm missing whatever this is, and I don't know how to unlock it. Oh, sub scenarios. Play through an unknown adventure. Imperial Boy. Story about Iva, an Imperial youth. Oh, yeah. Then you get these extra missions. Kind of like with Zoe 2. I think miscellaneous materials about the world. You can play the original Panzer Dragoon. Let's look at the illustrations. I want to look at that. I'm missing some because it's probably like you have to beat the game at like normal or hard mode, or like get a certain rank. Dude, that's awesome. There's Mobo. There's Iva. Orta and Dragon 2. Hey, that's just awesome. Can I? Nope. Oh wait, there was more. There was more, so how many? Yeah, I got, okay, ending 1, ending 4. Wait, there's tons of endings? What do you mean ending? So I unlock stuff by, how do I unlock those? Oh, okay. Oh, I remember what his story is. Like, it's his story from his point of view before Orta, like, basically ripped him a new one. The Blue Dragon. What's this, then? I have no idea who that is. I apparently unlocked that. Panzer Dragoon manual art. View various events encountered on her and her dragon. Let's see. I got nothing. Nothing unlocked. Wait. Oh, I got the Imperial Boy. I did those? I thought I quit on that. Actual events in the Panzer Dragoon world. Panzer Dragoons Y. Demo. Panzer Dragoons Y ending. What's this then? They were gonna do another Panzer Dragoon, but then I guess they canceled it? Oh, this isn't copyrighted. See, I'm already interested in Panzer Dragoon series, but I missed the Sega Saturn era. I went with, like, I did NES, SNES, NES, SNES, Genesis, not in that order, NES, Genesis, SNES, 64, PS1, PS2, Xbox, and so forth. I never got a Saturn. And then they already had the ending. Huh. Okay. Yeah, there was some information here that I thought was interesting about I'm not sure if it mutated monsters. Oh, I can look at these guys. Huh, okay. Okay. I'm missing multiple bosses and stuff. Like, half these things I don't even know I'm killing because so much stuff is going on. Okay, that's pretty cool now that I got a closer look at it. Yeah, so this game has replay value. Seeker Searchlight. What? Anti-aircraft missiles. What the heck? Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in, please. Is this how far I can zoom in? You can barely zoom! Oh, there's data. Homing missiles. Mini homing missiles. Oh, okay. So I can look up information. I can see the information about them. Data, please. Another variation of the Morley. The Yondo Morley lives in the areas of low altitude near large bodies of water. Perhaps it's due to their proximity to lush environments where food sources are readily available. The Yondo Morley are gigantic compared to their relatives. They also seem to be more complacent than their cousins, which scientists believe may be a result of their lack of natural predators. Mutated type of creature that can be seen. It is believed that these creatures were once to be flagships of sort used to control smaller, lesser creatures from a central point. However, they have evolved beyond their initial purpose now, and the only small creatures that stay near are usually seeking shade and protection. The Morley catch and eat their prey by stinging them with their 6 prehensile tails. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Huh. So I guess that's the mouth up there then. Oh, okay. I remember there being yeah, okay. Dragon. A type of engineered monster, a creation of ancient technology designed as a living weapon. Its large wings and robust armor supplement the bioluminary oscillator in its throat, the source of the deadly arrows of light. Also, it has the ability evolved of its own volition and adapt to its environment and experiences. It is said that dragons appear in times of great war and upheaval preceded by storms and violent weather. To some, they are terrible and loathsome harbingers of destruction. To others, they are divine objects of faith and adulation. But now, in the decades following the Great Fall, no living human is told of seeing a dragon. For years, the Imperial Academy has poured its considerable resources into dragon-related research, for the dragon is the epitome of combat power sought by the Empire. While research resulted in a crippling death blow to the Empire, as the wounded state began to rebuild, it was also able to gather valuable information about dragons and ancient technology from amidst the rubble of its crumbled glory. Huh. The word dragon in the language of this world indicates a singular being who rules over the world with absolute power. The appellation of dragon unit is given to the living weapons of mass destruction derived from fear and respect elicited by the ancient world. The existence of only a small number of dragon units has been confirmed throughout history, but without exception, the records tell their tremendous destructive power and tenacity, giving us glimpses of the enormous scale of the ancient age. For people throughout history, the name dragon is synonymous with God, worthy of the terror and adulation afforded by the absolute forces and the power to change the motion of the world. A decade ago, in the time of the Great Fall, there was a great battle between dragons and outlands. It is said that the dragons rocked the heavens and earth with the raw power of their struggle. Also, only one of each type of dragon unit has ever existed. Like some pure breeds, they do not have the ability to reproduce. Also, some theorize that the dragon units are prototypes designed around a specific mission or a specific rider. There's a bit here. While the rider is in contact with the dragon, the rider's physical abilities and senses are heightened. Furthermore, even after direct contact ends, strong residual influence to personality and intelligence have also been reported. And the reason why we're able to just take so much damage, we have a barrier. Some old text tells of riders who felt no fear or compassion while riding dragons. While details are unknown, it seems clear that once a human comes in contact with these godly creatures and gets a glimpse of their extraordinary world, it is difficult to return to the world of normal and mundane. For the riders as well, dragons can be bringers of happiness or despair. There's something here. I'm not sure if I remember reading it or not. If I remember, or my mind is just playing tricks on me and making it up. But I remember reading a bit that said that once the dragon and the rider separated, then the rider forgets everything.
How many signals am I getting? I'm getting 80 points per jab. 79, 80, 8,060. I'm getting 80 points per jab. I'm getting like 4 signals.
Soloing, huh? Yeah, this is all like, dude, I love this stuff. This is something that I love in games, and I've seen very few games actually do this stuff. You get to unlock this like all this extra data. That's like, okay, well, this is the lore behind the game. Instead of just going to a wiki and then you have these people go like, oh well, this is what happened in this game, and the writer said that this is what actually happened here, da 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 da, and you just go like, well, why didn't you put that in the game? And not to hate on Mega Man, but Mega Man Zero did this. Like Mega Man Zero did that a lot with the end to 03, where it was going, okay, well, the reason why you don't see Harpuya, Fafnir, or Leviathan in Mega Man 04 is because they died at the end of Mega Man 03 due to the fact that the explosion at the defeat of Omega, his explosion was so powerful that it killed all of them, but X's soul was able to save Zero somehow. And I'm like, why didn't you put that in the game? I was like, I'm just supposed to believe that. Like, why didn't you put that like somewhere on the side in the game?
Absolutely 10 out of 10. It deserves all of the accolades it gets.
Or what was another one? Like, I'm trying to think of other ones where it just does that, and you just have to go off of, oh well, it said this. I want to say Drakengard did it, but I haven't really looked into that. I haven't really looked completely into that game yet. Like, I've beaten it, I just haven't looked into like the extra lore and stories and stuff. Because basically, for a lot of these games, it just goes like, oh, well, this is what happened between games because this, and you're just basically going off of word of mouth, and there's no words or research behind it. There's no encyclopedia or anything about it. It's either because the writer or the author said so. Like, hey, yeah, this is what happened, so that's why this is the way this is in the sequel or whatever. Like, we don't get, like, give us something that says like, oh well, here's the tidbit of information on the side. Here you go. This is what actually happened. Like, I honestly don't want to like have to rely on like word of mouth. Or the creator just suddenly making it like, or the creator just saying that and then making it up, like, and then it sounds like they made it up. No offense to them, but in a lot of cases it does sound like, oh well, this was made up, like they just made it up on the spot. And you just go like, well, but how am I supposed to take? And to be honest, it just makes me go, well, how am I supposed to take your word for it? Like, maybe like release a director's cut, I guess. I was like, I kind of feel that way with Kingdom Hearts series, where suddenly things just get made up out of nowhere. But at least to an extent on Kingdom Hearts, I can take it at face value because there is some side information in some other place. Granted, I hate to go to, let's say, a mobile game to find out this information, but it's at least there, and to me that says it's official. What is it? I do some extra stuff, but maybe, I think I can leave this. I don't know what this is. And I need to find out how to unlock this stuff. Because I don't think they're gonna remake Panzer Dragoon Orta anytime soon. Does Sega still have the rights to Panzer Dragoon? I think they do. They should really remake Orta. I love Orta. This is one of those games that I think this was one of those like must-have Xbox games that was suggested to me. Oh, I remember. Like, there was something. There was something I remember. There being, I think. No, that's the illustrated creature book. Wrong one. Which I guess I need the. I guess I'd have to play this game through hard mode or whatever. There was. It gave so much lore as to why your attacks work the way they do in this game and why. Okay, so self-evolution. The ability to evolve to adapt to environmental factors within a single generation without the need of natural selection across multiple generations. While all engineered monsters can adapt to advances in military technology, battle strategies and their environments, dragon units display an entirely different level of speed and flexibility in their adaptive capabilities. The infinite potential contained in each dragon is one of the factors that makes them the ultimate in organic weaponry, while the exact mechanism for self-evolution has been long lost in the midst of history. It is thought that dragons have the ability to constantly rewrite their own evolutionary programs through battle experience and the collection of genetic material. Despite the enormous power and potential hidden in the self-evolution ability, it belies the dragon's destiny as creatures destined without the ability to reproduce, but instead to adapt themselves to fulfill missions over thousands of years. In the words of the poet's guard, Dedro Gale, like so many other forgotten children of the ancient, dragons, too, are but lonely captives in the dark prison of time. It just says, like, oh yeah, like, these dragons have the ability to evolve just through battle experience and collection of genetic material. That's awesome. Like, you didn't even really have to, like, it's just, like, I love this kind of information because it's just stuff that you don't even really have to write, but it's there. But it's there for people like me to be like, dude, that's awesome. Hey, that's just freaking awesome. The only other game I play, well, the other games I played that have this kind of, that have more or less kind of this backstory or extra information on, Star Ocean Till the End of Time, or Star Ocean 3. I want to say Star Ocean The Last Hope also does this with their bestiary. StarCraft does this. Yeah, StarCraft does this. And I can't really think of any other games that also, like, have that kind of information just laid out there. I can't think of information that just, I can't think of other games that just have information just laid out there for players to just look up if they feel like it. I mean, the only other way that you could get this kind of information is through just, like, going on the internet and just looking through a wiki and hoping that that information that you found is accurate. And really, the only way like wikis are generally accurate is because their sources are like, oh well, in this episode here, Goku did this thing, which makes this true. But and this was from episode 50 of Dragon Ball Super. I was like, I don't mean to rag on that stuff. It's just, I would love for things like that to just have information just laid out here, saying like, this is what was it, like this is what happened here. I've been talking for way too long. I think this playthrough is like 3-4 hours long. So I'm just gonna have to split it and just throw it out there as a different thing. I didn't plan this. I didn't plan it. I have to think of something else for Sunday. By the time you guys hear this, like, I will already have a decision made, but I'll have to think of something else for Sunday. Oh well, that's how the cookie crumbles, right? Anyway, I am Brad Reed, the Gaming Mole. I will see you guys next time. Peace.